And welcome back, Lumen Sages and Umbran Witches alike, to Let's Play Bayonetta 2. Last time we completed a boss-only chapter. This time we're getting into Chapter 4, which is where the game is going to get a bit more difficult, particularly with its boss fights, so that'll be exciting for you. This is where we're probably going to see a lot more game over start to happen instead of just one a video. But before we do that, of course, let's visit your friend and mine, Rodon.
Hey, give me a minute. I'm playing this crazy game and I gotta sprinkle some magic powder on the chicken. All right. What can I do for you?
That one's my favorite. I was hoping we'd get that one eventually. Anyways, not too much to buy this time, honestly. We want to buy a Moon Pearl, just to increase our magic stock a little bit. And we're doing good on healing items. Anything else I want to check out? We've bought all the techniques. Don't have any alternative weapons to buy at this point. I suppose I could buy some accessories, but honestly, none of these are terribly useful for me right now. Like these top three, I can't think of any reason why you'd want to use these. Pulley's Butterfly, maybe for pursuing pure platinum, but even then, that's better for New Game Plus. So honestly, we're probably just going to ignore accessories until we get to a certain point where I actually want to have them. In particular, the Evil Harvest Rosary is going to come up later. Just before we get into the stage, let's change up our equipment slightly. We don't need the Star of Donata for this, so let's get the Mallet of Rewards back in so I can get some healing off of torture attacks if I need it.
Huh? What? Was that? Wait, who the fuck are you?
Hey, you're the pervert staring at Bayonetta's tits all the time. You really need to learn how to talk to a lady.
Hey, I am no... Wait, how did...
No time for this, mate. Where's the mountain? Where's Spimbleventer? I'm in a hurry.
Hey, kid! What the hell was that?
Kids these days.
Huh.
So much for a cat always landing on his feet, Cheshire.
Boy, Luca must have bones of steel at this point. Anyway, here is something that's very easy to miss. Jump into that hole that he created. And if I can actually get in it, there we go. There is a journal that awaits you. I guess it fell out of his pocket. But yes, if you are missing any of the journals for the bewitchment tied to collecting all of them, odds are it's probably that one you're missing. Yeah, that was on my personal playthroughs. I never collected that one. I still need to go back for it, but I haven't had any reason to practice on that since I'm practicing these chapters in the current playthrough right now, so I'm sure I'll get to that during the week when I have downtime during the morning before work and during break. Anyway, over here we get our first formal introduction to Fidelity. I don't think this fight is any different than how it is on normal or hard. Maybe there are two. I honestly forget if there's only one when these guys are first introduced. But anyways, whoop. Of course. Yeah, actually watching those cutscenes like throws off my timing for the dodge. I'm so used to just skipping them that I don't even have to worry about that. It's kind of silly, honestly. Well, if you guys aren't in attack, yeah, just go through that, get this guy, and honestly, we can probably just take this guy out with bullets. There we go. So yeah, I did pretty terrible on the damage there. I didn't really comment on it, I was just kind of doing it as I do it, but yeah, the chest off to the left had a broken witch heart for us, so we just need one more to give ourselves another health upgrade, which I am all for. That is remarkably generous on the damage requirements. Here we get the first half of a new angelic hymn. Yes, not every angelic hymn comes in a single unbroken record. Sometimes you have to find pieces of them. In fact, pretty much every weapon going forward, if I recall correctly. Save for one special one, requires that you collect pieces. Over here, we've got a hidden verse off to the side here. Just have to walk forward a bit, and a fidelity will show up. And obviously, it's not just going to be this one guy. We got a bunch of guys inbound. Yeah. One nice thing about the fidelities is that they actually generate pretty generous amounts of witch time, despite being a higher tier enemy. So that's you don't usually get a ton of. Ooh, whoa, oh, jeez, I knew that would happen. Oh well. Yeah, the bow acceptances far more dangerous than the non-bow variants, the ones with the spears. Let's just kill this guy to get some health off of him with the Mallet of Rewards. Woo, hey, there we go. Use some Wicked Weaves here. Now, if you're trying to get Platinum or Pure Platinum, you want to be careful about throwing these guys off the side. That will kill them immediately, and you'll get considerably less combo points if you're just constantly killing them like that. Okay, and back up there, just in case he would break out and deflect us there. And yeah, I did that one pretty poorly. My combo score was better than my practice run, at least. In general, like it always is when I'm doing recordings, I'm doing this a lot worse than when I did it when I was not commentating it. Part of it was definitely just actually watching that cutscene for the fidelities. Like, I always throw out... I'm so used to just skipping past those, so I have a better feel for the dodge on the attack that's about to come in, and I just screw that up during the recording. Alright, let's get on to this little tower that we kicked over there. Funny little thing that happened. You thought you were going to go through the door? Nope, kicking this tower over. I'm explaining the joke for you that you just saw. Anyway, getting up to here... We've got a bunch of catchets that spawn in, and some bow acceptances, so we want to get in. Whoop. Yeah, that attack, like, throws me off. So, oh, hey, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh no, that is so embarrassing. This is not the part where I should be getting a game over. You know what? I refuse to accept that. I'm gonna redo this and get us back to here, so hold on a sec. Alright, pretend you didn't see that previous nonsense that happened. We're getting into this properly now. Let me see here. You know what? Let's just take this out and do this. This will take these guys down a lot more reliably. I'm not too interested in stockpiling my magic at this point. There is a specific fight where I actually want to have an Umbran Climax in reserve just so I can deal with it as easily as possible. Alright, actually, I did not get a Pure Platinum on Verse 1, but I did get Pure Platinum on Verse 2, and Pure Platinum there. See, I can do this when I'm not trying so hard to just commentate everything that as it happens. Before we get forward, let's go into this Muspelheim portal here. I want to get Love is Blue out, since I feel it is better for the enemies that we're about to face. Now, this Muspelheim challenge is a pretty straightforward one, but it's also super annoying. It is a single combo challenge, and I immediately want to start buffering up a Wicked Weave here. We've got shield accolades to deal with, so we got that one knocked on his rear end there. Whoop. There we go. Whoop. And these shield accolades gotta get that witch time going to actually deal with these guys. Okay, yep, there we go. And to keep that combo going, we want to do combo extension with witch time there. Okay, there we go, that's good. Yes, so if you just hit them at all, when we break their guard, it puts them into a chance to get a bit of a Wicked Weave or a torture attack, special torture attack going, but we don't really care about that. We'll just use the opportunity to get a bunch more damage on them, since I can do... Oh, whoa, hey. Okay, oh, whoop. Oh, okay, whew. Luckily, I managed to catch him while the guard was dropped. Yeah, that is a super annoying one, because if their guard just holds for a while, it'll kill your combo. So you do have to mix it up with doing the extended taunt until they give you an opportunity to get Witch Time. Fortunately, we did pretty well there, and we get our next full Witch Heart. So health upgrade for the rest of the level, which is good, because we have a very, very tough boss fight coming up for this chapter. And hopefully I can handle it without too many game overs. I sincerely doubt I'm going to get it without a single game over. But fortunately for us, it's a boss fight that is pretty generous with the checkpoints for it. So I'm not overly concerned if I screw it up a bunch. All I care about is if I don't get knocked down to stone ranking, I will be happy. And if I do get knocked down to stone ranking, well, that is how it goes. If you're curious, in my practice playthrough of the chapter, I got a bronze ranking on this one, with 3 game overs on the boss. Okay, and very simple one. I don't know why the time limits are so generous on some of these things. Like, I'm wondering if they just, like, kind of expect, like, if they're trying to accommodate for people who are just going to skip the cutscene, which seems silly since you can just do it infinitely. I really don't know why they made that so easy. Whatever. We're going to keep Love is Blue out for a little bit, because we've got a fight it'll be useful for coming up as soon as we kick through this door. You didn't think it was going to be that easy. Here comes a, actually, really easy verse on Infinite Climax. It's Urbane, and it's just one of him. This would be not even an introductory fight, actually. He appeared in Chapter 1, and, you know, that one there was actually 2 to deal with, so this time, the game goes a little easy on us. So, yep, let's just keep doing our thing here. Nice. Love it when we get those, Umbran or Wicked Weave staggers. Honestly, I want to make sure that I actually have full Orb of Magic for the verse I'm thinking of, so we'll just go without Umbran Climax. We're doing pretty good here, so we should have this down. This one does end with a Climax QTE, so we just have to be mindful for that. Alright, what do we got here? This one I actually know this is a Y mash, so we'll just do that. Holding my controller a little low this time. Do you hear the clacking of the buttons? Okay, there we go. This is, after that really, really awful start, this has actually been going pretty well so far. You see, if I just find my center, get my zen going a little bit, I can handle this. Now, coming out here, actually, before we go forward, just for something coming up, we want to take these gauntlets. It'll be very handy for us. Yeah, whenever you get gauntlets from Urbane and Gravitas, always a good idea to take them, because they're very good for just clearing fights really easily. Yeah, we'll get a Mega Yellow Moon Lollipop. I want to call it a Full Moon Lollipop, but the game was not that clever there. Now here we've got a bit of a deviously hidden Umbran Crow. It's right on that power lines right there. Let's see if I can't get it. Now, it's a bit easier if I jump from this angle, so yes, got him. Yeah, that one's a little bit tricky. It's a good idea to do a wall hike and then just do one more double jump, and you should be able to catch him as he's about to fly away.
No time! I have to get to Fimbulventr! Why do I have to go there? What is on the mountain? My head feels like it's gonna burst. I have to get to that mountain. Shit! What was that? Nice mask, mate. Headed to that witch's party. Not the best costume I've ever seen, but she doesn't seem like the picky type. Just don't get in my way.
Where is she?
So you are going to her party. Quite the popular one, isn't she? Sorry, mate, but I haven't the fucking slightest. Haven't seen her in ages. Besides, even if I knew, she and I have a special relationship.
Then this will be all the easier.
Shit.
Well, it looks like Loki is not having a fun time over there, so let's see if we can't go and help him out. Oh right, I was gonna say, like, I just can't get over this. Like, I look at his pendant, I just think, like, he's got the Millennium Puzzle from Yu-Gi-Oh! It looks just like it. Anyway, with that out of the way, breaking up into those barrels there triggers a hidden verse. Here we've got a bunch of fidelities, and I am failing, but that's okay. We'll just, take these guys down out the easy way. And you gonna attack? There we go. Not exactly perfect, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Like I said, I'm kind of stockpiling my magic here. If I had done that correctly and managed to pick them both up with the Urbane gauntlets, we would have been able to kill them and get a platinum combo score there, but I messed it up, so oh well. Here we can get the other half of the angelic hymn we were trying to collect. This time we get Der Holrasch, sorry if I butchered that pronunciation. And we get to trade it for a weapon that will actually be very useful in a boss fight coming up right at the end of this chapter. Here we got a bunch of catchets appearing. Alright, and let's just see if we can't take out this big guy, because he is by far the most dangerous, so we don't want him to get out of our sight. Yeah, this is a fight that's a little tough because the camera angle is a bit awkward, and these guys have super laggy attacks that aren't, well, they're telegraphed. It's just, it's easy to lose track of them. They creep up on you and just whack you in the back of the head, but we did okay there. There is one more verse we have to do before the boss fight. We don't want to go that way. We want to head over to this bench where somebody's having a hot date. Well, let's ruin that. How dare they? And coming over here, we've got accolades. One of them has a shield. That is the entire reason that I wanted a thing of Umbran Climax in stock, so that we can deal with these guys quickly. Ooh. And come on. Not bad. Got this guy stunned. That's very good for our purposes. Okay. We'll get rid of this guy. Just use the torture attack there. And, yep. Alright. I did take a hit there, so that wasn't a perfect clear, but it was good enough. It was good enough. Alright, so yeah, we're going into this with a pretty solid set of circumstances. Lots of platinum medals, too. Let me see here. We actually do really want to be topped off for the fight coming up, so I am just going to use this herb lollipop, and we'll see if that actually comes out in my favor for the fight we're about to do. But first, let's visit Rodan and hand in that LP that we got.
Another LP. No rest for the wicked. Even if I am jollier than the average demon. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Be right back. This one's gonna be fun. Been looking for a workout like this for a while. Ta-ta. Done and done. I like it when they come quiet-like. Means they still have some fight left in them for the road ahead. He's all yours now, Bayonetta.
Well, that's certainly a valid perspective, Rodan. But for that angelic hymn, we get a set of clubs known as Undine. Undine's a bit of a weird weapon. It's like Durga from the previous game. It has 2 modes, but the way it functions is a lot different. Instead of creating explosions that do a ton of damage, it's basically a flame/ice thrower, depending on the mode. The flames deal additional damage, and I think burn the enemies. I've never used the flame mode, because it's generally agreed that the ice mode is the better one if you're going to use it at all, because freezing the enemies leaves them open for extended combos, and they just can't do anything about that. Which is exactly why we want this weapon for the upcoming fight that we're about to get into. All I care about is having the hands covered. We're just going to be using its hold attack, and to switch the modes, you do a 360 spin and just do X. And there you go. Or A if you got it on your legs, but for our purposes, we really want it on X, because punches come out a lot quicker, and we can more quickly get into its hold attack. Alright, with that all established, let's get into the boss fight for this chapter, and let's see me fail repeatedly.
What kind of adult picks on little children?
I'm not a child!
A mask? Let me guess. This is one of your assistants, little one?
Nothing comes to mind, love. Sorry. Maybe you've got something you'd like to tell me, love. I'm not a fan of getting wrapped up in domestic disputes.
Trust me, little one. He's not my type. you're a Lumen Sage.
And here we have our boss, the Masked Lumen. Now, anybody who's played Bayonetta 1 already knows who this guy is, but, you know, for the sake of this game's story, I'll pretend like I don't know him. Oh, jeez, I'm already doing terrible here. Anyway, to deal with it— oh, jeez. Of course, my rambles, I immediately just get picked up into a huge combo there. For this guy, we want to dodge his attacks, hit with which time. He can be staggered with the ice throw, but if he is not, then we want to end it right there and just dodge away. There we go, he's staggered, and if we deal enough damage to him, we can freeze him and get a uncontested combo in on him. Yeah, there we go. I was expecting that fully. This is a fight that can go wrong very, very quickly if your dodging isn't completely on point. And naturally, when I'm trying to throw out my one-liners right at the start of the fight, I am going to screw up immensely. For this guy, you definitely want to keep a lock-on on him so that you can more easily stiletto towards him when you... if he dodges away when you get your witch time, or... yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think about this, but this fight does not really give you much breathing room. Oh, jeez, that was terrible. But yeah, if he's at a long distance, stiletto is the best way to get to him. You can do a hold attack off of stiletto. Doesn't come up too often, but it's handy to know for this fight. Okay. Whoop. Nope. Okay. Oof. Yeah, having Bat within here, immensely useful if he picks you up into a combo, since if you time it right, you can break out with it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is not going nearly as well as my test run did. On my test playthrough, I actually was able to get through this section without a game over. There we go, he is frozen. Let's get in a Rakshasa combo there, then back up. Alright, so, much like how Bayonetta can summon demons, he can summon angels, and he summoned Fortitudo from the previous game, and of course I immediately die. But that is okay, because every time the scene transitions like that, you hit a checkpoint, so we hit continue here. And we pick up right here, so hopefully I can do this without any further death. Fortitudo being here actually creates, perhaps coincidentally enough, a fortunate opportunity. Let me see. Whoa, hey. Okay, let's, no, yeah, that was a very awkward angle to be at. Yeah, as you can see, I do tend to just, oh, here we go. He'll occasionally try to launch an attack with Fortitudo, but we can break that with doing stiletto and a hold attack, and that gives us a great opportunity to advance his freezing. Okay, whoop. Nope. What I was gonna say earlier is that, oof, okay, whoop. Yeah, I hate when I activate a Crow Within accidentally. What I was going to say is, despite the cutscene showing him just nonchalantly dodging all of Bayo's bullets, he is not quite that good at avoiding them in the actual fight proper. Okay, woo woo. Yeah, that was a little tricky there. It is actually so unfortunate that I died, because of course I lose access to my Umbran Climax, because my magic gauge resets there. Yep, there we go. Get a little bit more damage on him. Oh, perfect. Just do a bunch of extra damage on him there. No freezing yet. Okay. Okay, okay. Alright, now we're in the third phase of a battle, which is a flying battle. In lower difficulties, using Umbran Climax does stagger him, but not on Infinite Climax, so don't think you have a free opportunity to get a bunch of damage on him at that point, and of course I lost my focus there, but that is okay. Once again, once the scene transitions, we get a checkpoint. This is going pretty similar to my practice run. Let's see if I can get through this final phase without any game overs, but it's going to be tricky. This guy is super aggressive. Ooh! Yeah, not the ideal start. Ooh! Let me see, what's he going to do? It isn't a bad idea to hold off on him here, because he has a tendency to do projectile attacks like that when you're far away, and those are a little bit easier to dodge, like so. If he uses them at point blank, it can be pretty tricky, but we're not overly concerned about that. Okay. Not going too bad at this point. Oop, whoops, lost my focus there. Woo. Yeah, and this is, again, the visuals are just so chaotic during flying battles. It's so easy to lose track of this guy. Okay, what's he gonna do? There we go. Yes, okay. And get the Rakshasa combo in, with just a little bit more damage on this guy. We should be able to take him out. Or actually, there's one more phase, and just a little bit more damage, and we will have him advance to it. There we go. And now we are Madama Butterfly, and we have a sort of punch-out style boxing match here. So we just want to mash X, dodge his attacks here, just keep whacking him. Yeah, he's doing the easy-to-avoid attacks here. And no real ending cutscene there. The fight just kinda ends, or the stage ends. Yeah, that's doesn't matter how well you do previously. If you have to use a bunch of continues, your award is gonna get knocked down. Just a fun little bit of trivia: Loki is not the default bronze award. If you get a bronze on the prologue before meeting Loki, instead it'll just be a generic worshipper from the city of Noatun. Ditto for the silver ranking, which is Luca once you meet him. But yes, that was not really any better than my practice run, really. The only difference is I think I died twice on the second phase and one time on the third phase, so we have to settle for a bronze this time around. Obviously, it's a lot easier to survive if you have a full health bar, but even then, it's very easy to get careless and just let him completely decimate you. But I did the best I could there. And I'm more than positive that for some people this just seems completely undoable in any, even with a fully upgraded character. So, you know, I can take solace in that I was able to do it in any capacity. And we get a whole bunch of verse cards for completing that chapter. Plus, you may have noticed we unlocked a Bewitchment, which is for completing chapters 1 through 4. So, getting all sorts of achievements here. Additionally, it happened off camera, but I got a Bewitchment for killing 30 enemies with Umbran climaxes altogether. You also get a similar achievement if you do so with torture attacks. There is also an achievement for freezing 40 enemies with Undine, and it's actually really annoying to get, because constantly focusing on freezing stuff actually leaves you pretty vulnerable. But that's neither here nor there. With that all said and done, we get to Chapter 5, the Cathedral of Cascades. A pretty important chapter because it gives us a upgrade right at the start that'll be important for collecting something in Chapter 1. So we'll get to that when we get to that, but this is where this video ends. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, though, goodbye.